Ready? Sit. Straight. Straight. Look. Come here. Straight. Sit. Straight. Sit. Straight. Paw.
Marshall came to be with us. We were contacted by his caseworker. She said, well, what would you think about adopting him? And she knew that we were kind of interested in adopting special needs. So we said, yeah.
Basically, I guess we kind of said yes right off the bat.
Yeah, so we had just met him one time and we said, yeah, we'll do it. We adopted him. That was 20 years ago. Yeah.
His special needs, to boil it down, would be...
He's on the autism spectrum and he was diagnosed with Asperger's. His IQ is, low, and he has a language disorder. It was very difficult at first. I mean, he had 15 tantrums a day because he would want to communicate something and he couldn't. He didn't have the words and everything was changing. The neurologist gave us so many wonderful tools, really honestly. Like, Marshall is always going to be way more capable than you think that he is.
I always make sure her food rings, I had to make sure her food rings are ready to be filled up for her dinner.
Having his bike helmet on, and he needed help, but he really could do it. So after weeks and weeks of just, I need you to take, he would go, I'm trying. So you're going to keep it on until you can get it off yourself. And it was very hard. It's all of those instances in his life have been very difficult to hold him to account and to hold him to a higher standard, but he always
steps up. I mean, he generally always figures it out, and he's proud of himself when he does, and we're proud of him, of course.
It's a long road to get there.
He consistently proves what the neurologist said, and that is he's capable of more than we think he is, all the time.
Hold him to a higher standard than you think he is capable of. Right. It's been good.
Have a
great day at BCI. Bye, guys.
Love you. Careful.
See ya.
Wow, I don't. For me personally, the graduating high school and having a job in this, this way.
Yeah, this capacity.
I wouldn't have dreamed it. I mean, I can't say that I had some negative vision of how awful it was going to be, but this is brighter than anything I imagined. Have a good day. Love you, dude.
When you have special needs, you just go to school longer and then eventually you graduate. But he kind of graduated high school on time and then went to BCI to work.
So at BCI, we employ people with disabilities on all different levels. Mainly it is people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. More commonly, it's people that have Down syndrome, who may have a diagnosis of Prader-Willi, cerebral palsy, autism. It's a variety of different disabilities. Marshall actually started with us when he was in high school. Back then we had our School to Work program, which allowed approximately 100 students to participate in job exploration and then trying some of the work here. So when he graduated from high school, it was a really smooth transition, something he was comfortable with, and his family and him decided to start working full-time at BCI.
I know without a doubt that Marshall loves it here. First of all, you can hear him talking about it from the moment that he comes into the door.
Dylan's coming in right now. Right there. Dylan, they need you right there.
His day starts at about 8 a.m. is when we open our doors and allow the employees to enter the building. They come in and they prepare themselves for work by going to their lockers, putting their lunches away, getting clocked in, typical stuff that you or I would do when we come into work. And then he kind of hangs out with his friends for a little bit, is prepared to go to the floor, checks where he is on the scheduling board to see what line he's expected to be on. And then once the bell rings, he walks right out to the floor, the line gets going, and he starts working.
It's his favorite place to be. I'm not lying. He loves it here. I love it here, but he's absolutely excited every day when he walks in the door. He wants to see where he's going to be for the day on the board. If it's someplace new, he's even more happy because it's a change instead of doing the same thing every day. And it also lets him spend more time with friends that he may not have on the line. He's working, they're over here, so he gets to see them, or he'll get to see a different supervisor he hasn't seen in a while.
Just that big smile, you can't miss it. He tells us all of the time how much we mean to him, how much his friends mean to him, how much anything that we do, even outside of work, the fun activities that we have going on every once in a while. Everything about BCI means a lot to not only Marshall, but his entire family.
It's not an easy job. I mean, I was looking at him in the car and his knees are, covered in dirt, and he comes home with holes in his shirts and worn out, but he loves it. He loves the fact that they need him there. He doesn't feel like he's being pacified or babysat. I mean, he knows, he comes home and reports, this person was misbehaving today and they had to go home and I had to step in on their line and I helped get the product out.
His enthusiasm is very contagious.
I always go on different lines, they need me the most,
He's considered what we call an OES, an organizational employment specialist, but he is a line worker is another way to describe him. So he does production. We do packaging, we package products, and basically he could be doing one of various jobs that we have on the work floor, and it changes almost daily. So what he did yesterday, he might not be doing today or tomorrow, and it's important for him to be flexible. But packaging, stocking, palletizing, there are so many different things that he could be doing in any given day.
And it will be my 9th year anniversary to be working here, my 9th year.
They make it great all day long. And the staff, you guys met Bridget, Marshall's ESS. Bridget is amazing like everybody else in this long chain of amazing people helping out these amazing people. She's communicates with us, she's in contact. Even if I send an email late on a Friday evening that I don't expect to get a response back, she's into it enough that I'll get an email back Saturday morning. Just about something,
she's there,
hey,
she's available.
Tuesday morning, Marshall's gonna be in later, whatever it is. She just is into it. She's on, she's into Marshall and she's into the whole culture at BCI. It's fantastic.
My job as an employment support specialist is we help support the employees in their jobs. So if we're struggling with how to do a certain job, my job and my coworkers' jobs are to make sure that they are comfortable, they know what's expected of them, and they're able to complete the job successfully. There might be some bumps in the road, and that's okay. I'm not perfect, nobody here is perfect, but our job is to make sure, again, that they're comfortable and they're able to be successful in what they do.
The staff is buddies with the employees. They love him.
He is so eccentric and really fun to talk to. You can hear him halfway across the floor. He's always in a positive mood.
I think that's the thing too, is that for all of them, it's not just a job, and you can completely tell that.
His special education teacher in high school, Kim Strange, was.
Yeah, that's where the gang started.
Yeah, that's where Marshall and Dylan and Peter and Jackson all met each other and what have you, but she was fantastic all through
They went
high
out
school.
into the community together. They went shopping together. They learned how to cook together. Yeah. They learned how to do laundry together. They learned, all of these life skills and built these, really positive peer relationships with one another. She still stays in touch.
You can do it, Peter.
Marshall runs with his crew. He has a few friends, just like you or I would, that he kind of hangs around. They lunch together. They might hang out on the weekends. They carpool.
Marshall started first at BCI, and then not far behind, his friend Jackson started. And then we had two more, Dylan and Peter. But it's great. They help each other at work. It's a close relationship that they have, and oftentimes, just like this situation, that is how people hear about employment opportunities at BCI is from friends.
They're all kind of different and funny in their own ways. They have running jokes with each other. They call each other grandpa sometimes as like a playful banter. Very heartwarming to see because they met in school and then were able to come here to work together. It's special.
Having real peers is a huge issue for people with special needs. You know, it's hard. And so to find such a great peer group was just a huge miracle that they are all, you know, they love each other. They love spending time together. And again, that all stemmed from high school.
They love working together too. Yeah. I mean, the fact that they're all working at BCI is just a small miracle.
Yeah, one right after the other.
The fact that so many people who are Marshall's close friends, and then Marshall has such a wide, you know, group of friends through BCI and at BCI because of BCI, is just unimaginable. You know, you asked if I thought he would have a job not like this. Like he's thrilled with BCI every day.
And I got a Valentine's party this Saturday.
The Valentine's Day party started because Marshall never wants anything for Christmas or birthday. What can we get you for your birthday? I'm good. I can't think of anything. What can we get you for Christmas? I'm good. I can't think of anything. So we're always scrambling to try to think of, well, he loves to entertain. So on Christmas, he opened up a package that said, for Christmas, we're going to give you a party with all of your friends for Valentine's Day. And gave him some weekends that we thought it would be. So he was super thrilled. We rented a room at the St. Peter's Cultural Arts Center, right? And then Bridget at work helped you get a list together.
Yeah, and she did.
Yeah, and so we had invitations and you passed them all out at work.
And they could call.
We're down and it kept getting bigger and bigger. We thought maybe 20 people would, but there were about 35, right? 35 people. Yep. And so what are some of the things we did at the Valentine's
party? We played like some games. We did like Pop It Out.
Keep It Up.
And bingo.
And bingo. And guess how many kisses?
Yeah.
And a photo booth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got all kinds of fun pictures and
video.
And everybody had a great time.
Because they met in school and then were able to come here to work together, it's special. Absolutely.
All my friends are like, make me happy. We get along to each other like that.
Today on our line, we are repackaging finished tabs. We're taking them from a bag, putting them in a jug, sleeving them, date coding them, and getting them ready for our customer in Poland, actually. Marshall is packing on the line. So his job is to check as they come out of our little small heat tunnel for the sleeves on the top to be on correctly and to make sure there is a date code on each one of the jugs that he picks up before he packs it in a box to go down the rest of the way.
The jobs that we do here are very important. We are packaging or repackaging products from various companies, big name companies too. It comes in, the product may come in, we may need to unpackage it or repackage it or do a couple of different things, change it around. It is amazing that instead of shipping these jobs off to other countries, that we are able to complete them in our warehouse with people who deserve to have jobs, deserve to be employed, deserve to give back to the community, just like you or I would.
I know a lot of us say that they work for a paycheck, and for some of the individuals here, that is why they work. It's to earn a paycheck. Others, it is the social aspect. It is the physical activity. So many people gain value just having structure and support in their life. So employment can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people here at BCI.
I like it the most every time because they think that they will be dealing around me a lot of time.
BCI is pure magic.
Wait, let me tell you how it started. Because
sure.
So BCI started, a mother of a child with special needs had the wish that we all do, and that is that their child have a life of purpose and fulfillment. And she started a candle company in her garage. Yeah. So they would make the candles and sell them. And then there were more people with special needs who needed a life of fulfillment and, you know, a sense of purpose and a job. So more people came to make candles. And so from, you know, someone's garage, a mom's garage making candles, is now BCI, which is just the St. Peter's location employs 250 people with special needs. And it's a packaging company. So it's real companies using BCI to fulfill their packaging needs. It's really, really cool.
Oh, they start to make a lot of money here.
You like making the money?
He likes that too.
Yeah.
He likes the green for sure.
That's right.
Because it gets you a Valentine's party every once in a while, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
It's
you like bringing home a paycheck, right?
Yeah.
You also like going to work every day.
That's right.
Hey, who can blame them? I mean, that's what you're doing, right? You're earning your living, and it makes it so much more worthwhile when you enjoy what you're doing.
These are individuals that are earning a paycheck, paying taxes, contributing to society. You know, their value is no different than anybody else.
I got a new member of the family. I got a dog now.
If it's what does he mean to us, that's just an impossible question to answer, isn't it? I mean, Marshall is our child.
Marshall cracks us up.
He's amazing, and we're super proud of him. He has made such incredible strides throughout his life. All the earlier comments about the, neurologist telling us he will outlead your expectations they're just true all the time. It's amazing how far, what the difference is, how far he's come. And that he's continuing to develop, to grow.
Like a lot of customers, stores having stock and all like that. To get their stuff full, their stores full a lot.
Safety training at BCI is so high quality. Training for a different position, what have you, without even mentioning the skill center, just on the line if you're going to work on a different line and work a different job. They're so thorough, and they're so just caring about how the employees do.
I got a girlfriend here. I got a girlfriend, she's on line 7 today, right now.
We're here as much for the families as we are for the employees. So it's definitely a very family-focused atmosphere to support the individual with a disability.
Everybody that works here feels so close to each other because we are so supportive of everybody.
You come as you are and we take you as you are. There's no, they go, oh, they're a weirdo. We are all weirdos, so we tend to get along great. It lets you come out of your comfort zone.
Like as your child should be. He's everything. He's amazing.
One thing that he is always happy. So she just asked what you mean to us.
Yeah, I'm wonderful.
Just keep going with those.
He's amazing.
He's joy.
He
He's
reminds
joy.
it, when you get up and you maybe don't want to go to work. You maybe aren't in the best spirits, And he's just so consistently happy and pleasant and kind and excited about everything. He reminds us that life can be cool.
You can leave early on Friday.
Friday is the last hour flag. We usually try to pick somebody different every week, and as soon as it's 1 o'clock, because we get out of here at 2, somebody will go around, all of our drivers will stop what they're doing, they'll wail their horns, and whoever's waving that flag gets a big woohoo from every line they walk by.
We try to have fun at work, and that is the big excitement to wrap up the work week and celebrate a great week and the start of the weekend. So it's the flag that circles through to say we've got 1 hour left and we're going to be starting the weekend.
If Marshall didn't have BCI, he would likely be at a day program. He would be volunteering and he would be doing activities every day, but he wouldn't feel the purpose of employment, which is, we all want that.
Marshall is as important to BCI as I think BCI is as important to Marshall. passion, his enthusiasm, his leadership that he has here is well received and appreciated by everybody. If you know a person that has a disability and they're looking for an opportunity for employment, that's why we're here. We're here to help.
We would love more business to come through us. That would help us be able to expand and allow more employees to be able to work here if we were able to get more customers, more clients, more brands to come our way and ask us to do their product for them.
BCI's mission is 100% worth donating to and getting behind. And if you have any questions about whether or not donating to BCI would be a good use of your money, go do a BCI tour.
Yeah.
Because
do a BCI tour.
If that's not convincing, I don't know what
If
is.
you
I mean,
if you can spend a morning or an afternoon there and watch the joy that they have working there and the way the place runs, and walk away feeling like that's not a valid place to
it's
donate.
no big deal.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
It's a big deal.
it is a big deal.
So they are so happy for they could be in here.
A place that gives adults with disabilities purpose and meaning and real income. What could be greater?
Thank you, St. Louis.
Thank you! Thank you so much. Thank you for supporting me at BCI. Thank you, St. Louis. Thank you! Thank you.
Thank you, St. Louis.
Thank you for supporting BCI.